What up? Welcome back to episode 5 of the Non-Essential Experience with me, one of your hosts, Miguel, alongside.
With Diego. Hey, what's up, you guys?
Welcome back. Today is going to be a very, very video game heavy episode. So we're going to talk about our childhood games, similar to how we talked about childhood cartoons that we grew up on. We're going to talk about the games we grew up playing and loving. We're going to talk about the 3 games that kind of like define us, that made us kind of like our pretty much favorites, not necessarily ranked, but just kind of like the ones that made us, you know? And lastly, we're going to talk about if we can live in one video game world, what world would that be? So without further ado, let's get into it. Diego, childhood games. When I say that, what's the first one that pops into your head?
The very first one that pops into my mind, like the very first one, I don't know why, it's some Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Ooh, classic.
I absolutely love this game. It was the first game I got with the GameCube that I got for my birthday when in like 2004 maybe, like when I had just moved from California to here to Vegas. And my parents bought me a GameCube because I really wanted one, and they got a deal with a gray GameCube with Thousand-Year Door with it. And I remember I got stuck on the first boss for so long. Not even the first boss. I couldn't get past through like the first castle for so long because I was a stupid little kid.
Who was the first boss? That wasn't the Red Dragon, was it?
Yeah, that was the first boss.
Oh, it was the first boss. Okay.
Yeah, that was the first boss. I got stuck. For whatever reason, I got stuck there for so long, and I just could not beat it. I don't remember why. But I was a stupid little kid, but I still enjoyed the fuck out of that game. And I remember when I came back to it, I just like marathoned it for like a week to beat it because it was so much fun. And
see, that's one game that I've never beaten. I've played the shit out of it, but like when I was younger, like I played a lot of games, but we mainly rented them. We didn't really buy many games.
Mm-hmm.
So that game we rented, and I remember being the Red Dragon. I remember being the witches, right? I think there's like
like there's
3 witches, right?
But those are just kind of like reoccurring like mini bosses.
Yeah.
Like you know how after every like arc, like after every chapter of the game, you like there's like an in between.
Like I remember fighting on a bridge or something in the forest.
Yeah, in the forest where you get the second star, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that game so much that like maybe like 3 years ago, for Christmas, Michelle, my girlfriend, bought me a GameCube with Thousand-Year Door. And I haven't beat it, but I got pretty far. And I just got a sudden inkling the other day to fucking switch it on to play it. And that's when the hackers or the leakers leaked some Nintendo information that for Mario's 75th, their 35th anniversary this year, they're gonna release a new Paper Mario game.
Yeah, they're gonna release all the original Mario, like Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. I think there was one other one, like an HD upgraded version, and then it's all gonna end with a brand new Paper Mario game.
And I'm super excited
because it's been a while since they've done a bunch of side ones for the 3DS that really just aren't as good as like the original Paper Mario or Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door or even Mario RPG. But supposedly it's supposed to be more like those instead of like the newer ones on 3DS and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, so
we'll see. Well, we'll see if because the quarantine might.
Shut up, Miguel. Don't say it.
I didn't even think about it till right now. Like that might put a little.
Dude. I didn't even think about it until just now. Fucking Miguel, why'd you have to bring it up? God damn it.
Well, hopefully I'm wrong. No, yeah, I'm hyped. I've been wanting to play that Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door.
Once this quarantine is over.
But like, I hate that. At least there's no easy to way. That's the one thing I don't like. There's no easy to way to play old games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like either you have to have an emulator on your PC, or you have to look at a fucking like a potato on your TV. Like that, those are basically your two options, and I hate it.
Like I wish they would just add these games to the fucking Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean?
I do and I don't
Like
because
I'll give you another $15, $20, whatever, depending on the game, so I can play it much easier. You know what I mean? Because like I have a GameCube, but I don't want to dig out the cables. I don't want to dig out, and I don't like. I don't even own Thousand Year Door, so I would have to buy it. I'm sure I can get it cheap.
and no, you cannot.
No, you can't.
It's one of those games, dude, where every single copy that I've seen is super expensive.
Oh, that sucks.
I think Michelle paid $80 for mine.
Woo!
And like we play games, I saw one go for I saw a copy for like 60 last time. It's because they're so rare. Same thing with like all the Mario Party games.
Well, I say Nintendo games
$70,
don't really lose value too much.
They maybe a little bit, but then they regain the value after like a couple of years, which sucks.
I think the only ones that have lost value is like the Wii U ones, and that's just because Wii U was a failure. So, but yeah, we'll see. Damn, that sucks. I might have to emulate it, but I don't like doing that honestly, especially with like GameCube games. I don't know. I need to play them with a GameCube controller. You know what I mean? And we're back. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but where do we live? Oh yeah, we're pretty much. I just wish it was easier to play these games. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, dude. I just, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, but I get this weird like, I don't know how I would describe it, but I would rather play it on the GameCube. Because just of the nostalgia feel.
Oh yeah, and I was saying, like I could emulate it, but I need to use a GameCube controller. That's where we left off. Like I need a GameCube controller when I play GameCube games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. And I enjoy. I would rather them what I would rather them do instead of just like moving Paper Mario Thousand Year Door to the Switch, is if they've like remastered it, and kind of like the sense of like they've been doing with like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy, like they completely like revamped the game, like with better graphics, like just they change it, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I would want to see, but I know they're not going to do it because
they're just not.
They're just not. They don't need a reason to, but they're not going to do it, which sucks.
Yeah, but for me, as far as childhood games, the first game that popped into my and for me, it's gonna be two games in one, but where I'm gonna combine two games. They're not actual two games in one. Is Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X. Mega Man 2 on the NES and Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. Like those, when I think of childhood games growing up, that's the first one that always pops into my head. Because if you don't know, Mega Man is like probably my all-time favorite character. Like I fucking love Mega Man. I like how he looks. I like the whole robot masters and like defeating them and taking their powers. And I like in Mega Man X how you get the upgraded suit, the white one, where you find them out throughout every level, but you have to go out of your way to get them. The only thing you get automatically is the boots, which I believe, or the helmet. I forget. I want to say it's the boots. It's the first ones you get.
I don't think I've ever played it.
The rest of them, you have to go out of your way to find them, and some of them are kind of hard to find. Like I think as a kid, I never got all the armor pieces until I was older, and like you had it in the internet, you know what I mean, where you can see exactly where they're at.
Yeah. I don't know what's crazy. It's crazy that I really enjoy Mega Man 2. Like, but my idea of Mega Man and your idea of Mega Man are not the same.
Completely different. Yeah, we'll get into yours in a second because I know where you're heading with this. But yeah, so Mega Man, it's so funny. Like we play Mega Man 2, and do you know like
yeah,
Mega
of course, of course, it's like a platformer, like with a boss at the end, and like yeah, I know what it is, and like I've played it, but
every level, it's like a rock paper scissors game where when you start, there's always one, maybe two bosses that you can beat with your basic gun, your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get, every time you defeat the boss, you get to upgrade the water guy, the fire guy, whatever.
The paper cut, like not the paper cut guy, but like the
Cut
scissory guy.
Man,
Like,
yes. Cut Man, fucking Bubble Man, Crash Man, and there's more, but I forget their names. But yeah, so you get their powers, and then you're supposed to use that power to defeat one of the other ones. You get the water Bubble Man, you go to Torch Man to defeat him because water beats fire. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then you get the Torch Man, you go to Wood Man because obviously fucking fire burns. And it's funny, growing up, me and my brother we didn't really know that. So like, it's more of a, like, I'm a type of player where like I fucking, everything I have I save up until like I'm to like the last boss. Like I wouldn't even use the other powers. We just go through all the fucking robot masters without ever using the other powers to make the fights easier. It's just, we've played it so much and like pretty much trial and error until we're able to beat them, like with the regular base weapon. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like, and when I look about it now, like that's fucking crazy. Because even now today, when I go back and play these games, and I actually use the power ups you're supposed to, it's still a little bit hard. You know what I mean?
There's like a little like a knack to it. Like you have to know what you're doing, because if you don't.
And as a kid, we played it so fucking much that we were able to beat these bosses with the fucking regular gun. You know what I mean?
Fucking crazy. Whenever I think about stuff like that, like when I was younger,
Yeah.
the amount of time that I was able to put into games,
and be so good at them, like you don't even
right?
think about it. You know what I mean?
Like without even trying. Now, like I play a game, and if I don't play it like as a part-time job, I suck at it and I hate it.
And what I fucking love about Mega Man X is that depending on what order you play them, the levels will be a little different. So if you beat the Fireman stage before you play the grass one,
Mm-hmm.
the grass will be all burnt up, like the forest will be burned down. Instead of it being like a bunch of grass and trees, it'll be all burned down. Or if you beat the ice penguin before you beat the fire guy, you go to that level, it's gonna be all frozen. And that's just little things that you like. It's fucking awesome. It's for like such an old game. Like
little details, like
little details that I love. Yeah, that like as a kid you see it, but you don't really appreciate it. And then now that I'm older, it's like that's fucking genius. Like especially for a Super Nintendo that they didn't have much to work with. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then so that's, to me, actually, I love Mega Man. I fucking love Mega Man.
See, like I was saying,
Yeah,
we have different ideas of what Mega Man is. Another childhood game of mine that I absolutely loved is Mega Man Battle Network 4. Blue Moon, or I think it was called Blue Moon. They also had like Fire Red.
Yeah, it was like the Pokemon games where the first two Battle Networks were just regular Battle Network, and then starting with the third one is when they started releasing two games like they do with Pokemon. Usually Blue and Red, though. I looked it up. Yeah, it's like Blue and Red usually. Blue Moon, Red Fire, whatever.
And let me tell you that I absolutely loved this game. It was kind of like, it was like an open world game where you got to explore, like as Mega Man, like you could like explore the NET, the net. I forgot what it stands for. Like, but you could like walk around and like you would randomly encounter viruses that you would have to battle. And the way the battles worked was there was 9 squares, blue on yours, red on theirs, and you could cross. But you had these chips that Lan, the main character, would put into like a device, and he would give Mega Man his powers, and that's how you would fight the viruses. And
you know what's crazy about that?
Like
I didn't realize that as a kid, but that's essentially a card game / turn-based tactical RPG.
It is, but it's not so much like waiting for, because you had your like Mega Man had his basic attacks, like just the blaster, like his little like
I
blaster,
remember. I played,
and then you could charge it. Yeah,
I loved them too.
And then you could charge it, but you also, if you waited a certain amount of time, you could choose your chipset. And I absolutely love those games.
Have you tried to go back and play them yet?
Oh, dude, just like a couple months ago, I bought an emulator on my phone, and I played it. And this is my next point that was gonna come up, is that the game is fucking awesome. I loved it.
Oh, it still holds up.
Yeah, it still holds up. It's the only thing is I don't like the ending.
Really?
There is no ending.
There is. So how does it like? Obviously, for this fucking game, spoilers don't matter.
Right.
I don't think they do.
So there's like a tournament eventually that you have to go to, and when you go do the tournament, and you fight the last guy, there's like a fucking like a terrorist attack, and you have to beat the game, like fully.
Yeah.
Like you have to grind out, and you have to go exploring and fight random bosses and like random orders, and there's no like concrete like cool like you're the champion of the tournament, like congratulations, blah blah blah, like you did it. Everything is good and happy now like, and then you go off and you find like a secret mission. Like it's not like a secret like end game mission that you can do that the game adds on. No, it's like they like staple it onto the end of the fucking tournament, and I hated it. I was like, what? I was
it's like they made the game and then they forgot to make a proper ending, and it's a Game Boy Advance, so you can only do so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and I just didn't enjoy it. It wasn't satisfying, but it still holds up though. Like that I was surprised on how much fun I had playing that game.
It's fun. I need to check it out. Like I have like Game Boy Advance and Game Boy in general. Handheld like emulators are really easy to get, easy to download and to get to work pretty much on any PC.
Yeah.
I actually had it, and I had Battle Network, but I never tried it out because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play it," and I never did. I might need to go back and check it out.
Oh, dude, I think you should.
How long is it? How long did it take you to beat?
I don't remember. Like I said, it was a couple months ago.
Would say it's not crazy amount.
Long. Okay, no, it's not super long, but and then I also did some extra grinding because I knew that there was like certain like you can combine the chips that you used for moves, to unlock ultimate moves.
Did you ever watch the cartoon?
Oh, dude, I was just about, bro. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're fucking reading my mind today. I was just about to fucking talk about it for a little bit. It was so good, like an anime style, like Mega Man show. I absolutely adored it.
And it was always so badass whenever he used the chips too.
I know, dude. He did like this crazy dance.
Yeah.
Boop, and it was so good.
It was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh style, like throwing the cards in the.
And I'm like setting a card down,
but cooler.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Digimon slash like.
That's actually a better example. Like the Digimon.
Like a Digimon slash like Yu-Gi-Oh, like so good. Of course, I'm pretty sure if I went to go back to watch it now,
it probably suck.
It probably sucked, dude. But that's why I'm not gonna go back and watch it. I want it to stay pure and like unadulterated in my brain.
Oh man, yeah, dude. I haven't thought about that cartoon in years until right now.
I just thought about it right now when I thought about the game. It just popped into my fucking head, and I was like, brain blast. I'm like the fucking Mega Man anime.
Another one for me that pops in my head, childhood memories. Zelda. Zelda, dude. That shit was such a big part of my life growing up. Like,
so good. I don't think there's been one Zelda game where I was like, yeah, I did not like this one. Of course,
there's only been one. Only one for me. Only
which one?
Skyward Sword. Skyward
Sword.
Yeah, I can't even fucking say it.
English is hard. It's all right.
That's the only one that's legit the only Zelda game I've played and never beat. Every other game I've played, I've beat them.
Did you not beat it because you didn't like it, or it just?
I was bored out of my mind, dude. Like it was so bad. And after when it came out, I was young as shit. I don't know. I was still in high school. Like back then, I was in super gamer mode.
I think they might have got you in that weird like where you were still playing video games, but like you weren't in the mood for Legend of Zelda. Like you probably.
No, I was in the mood for Legend of Zelda. It's just I wasn't in the mood for that Legend of Zelda.
Like I said, it's not the best, but I don't think it's bad either.
Because I remember when dude, I was so hype. I was so excited, dude. I had a pre-order for months, dude. I was like counting down the days because like when it comes to Zelda, bro, I'm all over it. And that one, it let me down. But yeah, go back to childhood though. Like for me specifically, it was playing Ocarina of Time on the 64, but more specifically, A Link to the Past, which is my all-time favorite Zelda game on the Super Nintendo. Like I'm a huge Super Nintendo kid. Like a lot of the games I talk about are gonna be Super Nintendo games. But A Link to the Past to me is like the perfect game. That game is amazing. It's phenomenal. It's my all-time favorite game, and I just have good memories. I have good memories with Zelda, both like the Super Nintendo and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Because back then, like I was big into it. My brother was big into playing games. My dad was actually a big gamer back then too. He would play these games with us. Like we like it'd be crazy. Like my dad would play it, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I got stuck here," and then I'd help him. Or there's times where I remember I was a kid, I got stuck, and my dad would help me because he was actually into video games back then.
Mm-hmm. So my dad was too. Like he helped me with stuff.
Like I remember one of the biggest memories. I had Ocarina of Time. It was like around Christmas time. It was one of like 3 times it snowed in Vegas. I'm playing Ocarina of Time in the living room and on my apartment back on Flower Street, and I'm at the Gerudo Mountains level. And then my mom's like, "Are you gonna go outside?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would I go outside?" Obviously, I didn't curse. And then she's like, "It's snowing." And I'm like, "What the fuck? It's snowing?" I'm like, I jumped out. I was like sitting cross-legged on the floor. I jump up, look out the window, and I'm like, "Holy shit! It's snowing! It's actual snow."
Dude, what's funny?
What?
Because I didn't know you when you were younger. Yeah. I met you like now when you're this fucking 6-foot monster that you are now. So I just picture you sitting crisscross applesauce in front of a TV and jumping up like your current big self and running up to a window to see the snow. And it just
I guarantee you I grew I had an early growth spurt, so I might not have been 6 foot, but I was probably already pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just that's like one of the biggest memories to stick in my head as a child. It was like I want to say it was Christmas Day or a day before Christmas because I was not in school. I got up early so I could play Ocarina of Time, and then like I said, my mom told me it's snowing outside. Then me and my brother rushing outside, trying to make this little baby pathetic snowman because there was snow, but there wasn't that much snow.
Was it like 2003?
No, it was way before that. It was like probably like 98, like around that era.
Damn, that was before. That was like before. I was like, if it was 98, I was only like a year old because the year that I moved here to Vegas was the year that it snowed, and I remember the old apartment complex that I used to live on. Live at. Yeah, I remember when it snowed. We didn't have gloves.
Yeah, it was 98 because Ocarina because it had just came out. Ocarina of Time came out November 21st, 1998. So yeah, it would have been 98 then.
So, in 2003 when it first snowed here, the first time I saw it snow, just you reminded me of a story. It started snowing when I woke up, and school got canceled because here in Vegas, if it even snows a little bit, school gets canceled immediately. Yeah. So school got canceled. My mom woke up me and my little sister up, and we were gonna go play in the snow. And mind you, it was like 3 inches of snow. It was like if that, like
that's like us here on that day. Like it was baby, like you could barely scrape it.
Yeah, and it was mostly like shaved ice. Like that's what it was. I remember me and my sister go out. We run out to fucking try to play in the snow, but our hands start hurting because we can't. Like it's cold.
Oh,
we didn't have gloves.
Cold.
We didn't have gloves. We only had one pair. So I had to grab one glove was for me, the other glove was for my sister, and we still couldn't do anything because the fucking ice was like shaved out. Like if you've ever had like held shaved ice in your hand,
yeah,
you can't really throw that. Like you can't really like do anything with that. But I remember just walking around, like touching the snow, and I don't know. You reminded me of that story when you brought it up. For some reason.
I know it's supposed to be about video games, but that reminds me of like another. Like my dad used to work construction, and I remember one time I don't know where he was working, but I guess it snowed like somewhere in Vegas, and he brought back home a Yelera full of snow.
What?
Yeah, he had his Yoletta, like the plastic ones that you push the button and it kind of slides the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he's like, "Hey," he could tell me my brother like, "Oh, come over here, I gotta show you guys something." And because at that time I don't think we've ever seen snow at that time,
What? Like
ever held it, I should say.
okay. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
We've seen snow, but we never held it. And then I'm like, and he opens it up and like, oh look, it's snow. And I'm like, I remember just losing my shit. Like, this is like the coolest fucking thing ever. The first thing I wanted to do is just grab one and just toss it to my brother. It's so funny. If anyone like has been around hella snow, they're like these
fucking nerds. They don't like snows here all the time. Well, come to Vegas. All we got is like fucking dirt and like
and hotness.
Yeah, dirt and fucking tears and hotness. That's all.
Oh man. But yeah, no, Zelda like is a big part of my like growing up. Like I love the Zelda games. So what's another game that pops into your head?
This game, I played it a lot with my mom. My mom loves it. And it's Pokemon Puzzle League for the Nintendo 64.
Love that game,
dude. I don't know why. I don't know what you said right now that made me remember it. But fuck, dude, this game was so much fun, and I've played it. I played it when I was younger. Then I went like maybe like 4 years without playing it. Then we randomly found it again.
Yeah.
And my mom hooked it up, and she was playing it. And when I got home from school one day, I remembered I was like, "Oh, let me play it," and I became an absolute fucking god at it.
Dude, I am terrible at that game. I recently emulated it, and I'm still bad at it. I like it, but I'm bad at it.
Dude, I was a fucking god. I don't know if it's just my fucking galaxy brain, like firing on all fucking, like cylinders or what, but I was just like, I was beating the story mode on the on the hardest difficulty, like almost like without even struggling. Like I would struggle when I got to like the Elite Four. But fuck,
that game was so awesome, dude.
I don't know like what you did. I don't know what you fucking did to like unlock it from my my the prison of my brain. But it's so good. I actually kind of want to look it up and see how much it is, even though I'm pretty sure it's gonna be stupid expensive.
That one I can tell you is stupid expensive because even when it came out, it wasn't that popular. So there isn't like a shitload of those roaming around. You know what I mean?
I think my mom might still have my copy, but I'm.
Are you looking it up? See how much it costs?
I'm looking it up because I want to see how much it is.
Yeah, no, Puzzle League, that's a great game, dude. Classic. And since we're on the topic, another one.
This can't be real. This cannot be real, dude. GameStop. It says that it's $15.
Oh, then okay, that's good.
For delivery. I don't believe this. That's too good to be true. Don't lie to me, GameStop.
Well, like I said, it wasn't that popular, so maybe it is just easy to get.
But see, on Amazon, it's $145.
Maybe it's brand new, the Amazon one. Because I'll tell you right now, the GameStop one's used without a box or anything.
Still, though, I don't give a fuck about that.
Because any of the old games go for a lot if it's brand new in box. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, this one's $50 on eBay. Damn, I think I know what I might be investing in soon. But yeah, dude, fuck Pokemon Puzzle League. It was so much fun, and I spent like days, like playing with my mom, like taking turns. Like, oh, when I lost, to switch it over. When she lost, we switched it over. I destroyed so many Nintendo 64 remotes on the little analog sticks they had. I've always had really bad luck. I don't know if my hands are just too fucking like big or I'm pressed down too hard or what.
Yeah.
On any controller that has an analog stick, like they get fucking destroyed. I get fucking destroyed and I hate it.
Same. For me, the next game, and like again, like I said last week with the cartoons, like everybody was playing Pokemon. And so Pokemon in like the video games, more specifically for me, Pokemon Silver because I was late to the Pokemon train as far as video games go, because I never had a Game Boy or Game Boy Color. Like I didn't have a Game Boy till the Game Boy Advance, which I actually won it off of like one of the like neighborhood kids in a Yu-Gi-Oh battle.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
it was high stakes in my neighborhood, bro.
Holy shit! What the fuck, dude? What type of rich ass neighborhood were you playing at?
I wasn't. It was
where
a
the
bust,
kids?
it was a busted ass Game Boy Advance, but I didn't give
Dude,
it.
dude,
It was
what the
it was
fuck?
missing. It was missing the protective screen on it. It still had like the actual video screen, but the layer on top of that, it was missing that. But
What does it matter, dude?
the
Just
buttons worked, so that's
Just
all that
imagine
mattered.
being rich enough for like your parents are rich enough for like you could bet your Game Boy Advance or your Game Boy.
Well, that kid
And-
had money. He had money, so he
Still
wasn't
though, dude,
hurting.
what the fuck?
Like,
That's crazy.
He bet his Game Boy. I bet one of my like rarest Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I had at the time, which was an obelisk.
Oh shit.
Which I also won that off another kid, but
Those are high stakes, dude.
super high stakes, dude.
Back in the day, dude. Back in the day, now being able to just order an obelisk off of like Amazon or eBay. Those are pretty high
and
stakes.
on top of that, I was cheating because like
Sack of shit.
I'm not losing this card, and I want that Game Boy Advance, man.
You sack of shit.
Like whenever, like, 'cause it was a bunch of friends, so everyone's just kind of talking. Like, and I would just kind of like flip through my deck, real quick, subtly, and then when I see a card I needed, I slide it and put it on top of my deck as quick as possible, like some sleight of hand shit, dude.
You piece of shit! I cannot believe you. Our friendship is fucking over.
I didn't cheat you out of a Game Boy,
but you cheated someone. I cannot believe it. This will not stand.
He wasn't upset about losing the Game Boy. He already had 2 Game Boys. That's why he put it on the line.
God damn! Fuck this kid. You know what? Good thing you cheated on him. Well, not
That's
on
what
him, but like
I'm like, I would have lost an obelisk. That would have meant the world to me.
he lost a busted ass game. You know what? Fuck that kid.
You see why I did what I did?
Yes. Now I see how the dark side has attracted me.
I was a young Robin Hood. You know what I mean?
Okay, calm down now.
take for the rich, give to the poor.
Alright, so the first Pokemon game you played was Pokemon Silver.
So yeah, so I got the Game Boy Advance, and then I'm like, dude, because like I remember another neighbor kid always had a Game Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how he would let me play it a little bit, but he was super fucking stingy little bitch.
Yeah.
And so I would play like the beginning of like Pokemon Blue. I think that was the first one I ever played, but just like the very beginning. And then so finally I get the Game Boy, and so the first thing, like, what's the first thing I want? I fucking want Pokemon, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So I go down to Game Crazy. Like, do you remember that? Was that a thing for you?
I haven't heard Game Crazy in such a long time.
Yeah, because they were attached to Hollywood Videos. So when Hollywood Videos died, Game Crazy died.
No, they died before Hollywood Video because they got bought out by a different company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got bought out by a different company, and then they went out of business.
Well, either way, so I was an elementary school kid. I didn't really have much money. I think I had like $20, and even that was a lot. You know what I mean? Like a stupid amount of money. Like I was rich with $20 back then. So I was like, I got a Game Boy. I want Pokemon. What Pokemon y'all got? I got this much money. And I think he showed me silver. He showed me gold, and they were used, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and back then, used games were cheap, unlike today, like where they're pretty much only $1 less.
Like very, very little that you're paying. Like, very little bit less that you're paying for a used game.
He showed me gold. He showed me silver, and he showed me, I want to say red. And I'm like, well, silver and gold are newer. They're not that new, but they're newer because they're still Game Boy Color games. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I got silver. I like, it had Lugia on the front. Lugia's a badass.
Yes, you made the right choice.
And Ho-Ho's a bitch. I don't like Ho-Ho.
Honestly, that's going too far, but
I don't like Ho-Ho's design. It doesn't matter. I went silver, and fuck, dude, I played the living shit out of that game, dude. Like, no tomorrow, man.
I see. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Ruby.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, dude. And the only reason I got it was because my cousin, he had a Game Boy SP.
Yeah.
And I think he had Ruby. And when I would visit I was visiting one summer when I still lived in Cali,
Yeah.
and he was like still in school because California school and this and Vegas school. I don't know how it works now, but at the time, I got out like maybe like a couple weeks before he did.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was at his house and bored, and I wanted to play something, and I liked Pokemon. I would sneak and I would play his Game Boy,
Yeah.
and he would
Would you
get
save
butthurt
it?
about it. Huh?
Would you save it?
I don't remember. Most likely I did, just being a stupid kid. And he would get super butthurt, and we would get into like arguments. And eventually, my parents were just like, you know what? Okay, we'll buy him his own Game Boy, and we'll buy him a Pokemon Ruby. And I played this game so fucking much. I remember in the apartment that we lived at the time, we had a closet right next to the door.
Yeah.
I would lock myself. I would like go into that closet and just fucking play it, like for hours.
Oh, really?
Just like hours, dude. Like I don't understand how I was able to play.
And you finally came out of the closet eventually?
Dude, I came out and I was a fucking full-grown man, dude. I was like, and I'm telling you, I would play it for hours, and I just.
I think that's just the case for everybody. Like their first Pokemon game.
I think so, dude.
Like Silver will forever be my favorite. Like I remember when they re-released Soul Silver.
Dude,
like,
I bought that too. Like when it came out.
It came out with like the Pokemon Pacer. That was kind of dumb.
I didn't get that, but Soul Silver was so good, so good. I remember something I loved about the old Pokemon games. And it was because I didn't have internet, so like I couldn't look it up. But I loved exploring like caves or mountains or like fucking whatever I could find in the game, just to see if I can find like a random legendary.
Yeah.
I remember the first time when I was playing Pokemon Pearl, and that I found Giratina, I lost my fucking shit. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "I can't. What?" And I fucking tried to catch it, and I couldn't catch it, so I had to leave, come back with a bunch more Pokeballs. Like, it was this huge fucking like.
Because back in those days, like you said, there was internet, but I didn't have internet. You probably didn't have internet.
I didn't.
So you don't really know. So when you find these secret stuff, it's like fucking mind blowing. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. Man, what would you say is your favorite Pokemon game that you've played besides
Besides Silver?
Silver.
If that's off the table, it'll be X and Y. I fucking
X and Y.
So like for years, I played I play every Pokemon game, and it's like they're like, oh, okay, it's cool, but whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then when X and Y came out on I want to say 3DS, and
I think so.
For some reason, that one just fucking clicked with me. That one I played the shit out of. Like I hadn't since like Silver and Soul Silver, honestly.
Okay.
Because when like Ruby and Sapphire came out, I had Sapphire. I played it, but I didn't play I beat it, but I didn't like fucking obsess over it. You know what I mean? Once I was down, I think my brother played it more than I did, where he was like capturing every fucking Pokemon in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but no, yeah, when X and Y came out, I don't know what it was, man. It just clicked for me again. Like, damn. And another Pokemon game has not been able to click with me ever since.
See, mine was probably Pokemon Pearl.
Pearl. Diamond and Pearl. Yeah. That one's good too on the DS.
Yeah. I played that game religiously. Like I would take it to school. And like just religiously played it. It was so much fun. That was like, I think that was the last Pokemon game that I played seriously.
Yeah.
And I played it to the point too where like if I heard that they were having an event, I would be like, I remember me and my cousins, we begged our parents to take us to Toys R Us when Toys R Us was doing the event with Toys R Us Mew.
Yeah.
We got the Toys R Us Mew. We got the GameStar Darkrai. We got
I never did none of those events. I was like too like like I don't know, get shy or like I didn't know like how do you do it? I don't know. I'm a fool.
Right. Well, I didn't do it a lot either, but I was so invested into Pokemon Pearl, dude, that I that was the only time I ever did it. I haven't done it since.
I believe that's how Arnaldo got his Mew too.
Ooh.
That he's been carrying over the same Mew since the beginning of time.
Damn. If I play the game like super seriously, or if I took it more seriously like he does, I'd probably do the same. But I don't. And eventually my Pokemon Pearl cartridge got busted because my little cousin, he wanted to change the game and he didn't tell me, so he pulled it
Yeah.
out by force. So he ripped out
Oh,
some of the like the little like golden like strips. So
how heartbroken were you?
I would be lying if I said I didn't shed a tear.
I
So
bet I would have beat his ass.
so like that was the thing that happened. Did you ever catch a shiny Pokemon?
Never. Not so. I've only ever caught one shiny, I believe.
And there's a fucking red Gyarados.
No. It was a Pidgey, and
Okay.
it was on that recent Let's Go, the Let's Go Eevee.
Oh shit! In that?
Yeah, because it's easier because they get. I forgot what they do. It's pretty much it's a thing where you fight the same Pokemon multiple
Oh, the
times.
chains,
The
chain thing.
chain, there we
Yeah.
go. Where I changed it to, and it's so much work. I'm like, after I did it, I'm like, it's not worth it. Not to
Oh,
me,
dude.
because I'm not that diehard into it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still remember the first time I got my first legendary.
Yeah,
It was an Electrike right before you get to, I want to say, the Thunder Badge in Ruby.
yeah,
You know, you go like through that little like underneath the bike highway.
yeah,
There's this little patch. I still remember the exact piece of grass that it spawned at
yeah.
because that's how fucking like engraved in my memory this moment is. Because I remember like I was just like trying to get through it as fast as possible because I had just fought my rival like not too much before,
Yeah.
and she almost beat the shit out of me because back in the day I only trained my starter. So
Really?
yeah, like
Yeah.
I played the entire game with just my starter, and if my and my starter would just carry me through the entire game. If my starter died, I was like, that's it. Like the game is over for me once my starter. This is over once my starter dies. Everyone else are HM slaves, and just like fucking like like sacrifices for
That's
me
one
to
thing I
bring back
hated
my
about that old game where like you have to have a Pokemon that flies. You have to have a Pokemon that can swim. I love that they fixed that for the newer ones because like it forced you to have Pokemon you maybe didn't really want. You know what I mean?
It forced you to have 5 Pokemon instead of 6 because one of them had to be your HM slave.
Yeah, pretty much. And
So
but yeah, no, it's like I would evenly spread it out though. I made sure all pretty much the first like 6 that I caught are essentially the ones I rode with to the end.
oh no, not me. Like I said, they were all pointless, like fucking fodder. Because
But to be honest with you, if you level up your main Pokemon enough, it's enough. You know what I mean?
well, no, it wasn't. It was not enough at the beginning. It was, but like eventually, it got to the point where the rival Pokemon had strong enough moves that were super good. Like, because normally I ran with Mudkip.
Yeah.
Eventually, Sceptile when he had like Leaf Blade, it was a double fucking. It was times 4 effectiveness. So even if it was like super weaker, like lower level than my Swampert,
Yeah.
it would fuck my Swampert up. Um, but I remember the day that I caught my Electrike. Going back to this, I'm just trying to get through it as fast as possible, and then I get stopped by this fucking Electrike, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm about to press run, but then I see these fucking stars pop out of it, and it's fucking blue. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know about shinies. Like I didn't know that shinies were a thing. But I was just so like mesmerized by that it was a different color that I caught it out of like
Curiosity.
curiosity, and I just left it on my computer. Like I forgot about it. And then like a week later, I go and meet up with my cousin. Like we like just because my mom, we always either we went to their house or they came to my house, on the weekends. And the next time I saw him, I told my cousin about him, and this sly piece of shit. Like this is one of those moments where I was like, I can't even trust my own family. I'm like,
Oh,
my own
Dad, don't tell me
family.
he made you trade you.
Hold on, my own family will stab me in the back.
Yeah.
It's like I can't believe this. He sees it, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Diego, you need to remove this out of your game, or this is gonna break your game. It's like a virus."
Oh
He's like,
no.
this is a virus. He's like, if you don't remove it out
Oh
of your
no.
game, it's gonna break your Game Boy. And like I've said multiple times on the podcast, I was broke as shit when I was younger, and I took care of like things like this because I knew my parents didn't have money to buy me it.
Yeah.
So I was like, once he told me that, I was like, get this fucking thing out of my system. And he's like, all right, man. He's like, I have this level 45 Hariyama in my computer. I'll let him. You can have it. It's super strong. It's like the strongest Pokemon in the game right now. And everything I had was like level fucking like the strongest Pokemon I had was like 22.
I mean, at least he gave you a strong Pokemon, but
Like, and he gave you a fucking like level 43 Hariyama. That I am almost fucking positive that he ran to a random fucking cave and caught it before. Like, I'm pretty sure he just went to Victory Road and caught a fucking Hariyama.
what a scum of the earth.
And he fucking gave me that. And then later on down the road, I'm like,
was this cousin related to the one that broke your other game?
What game did he break?
He said he pulled it out.
Oh no. That was no. That's my younger cousin. This is my older cousin.
Oh, I know. I assumed it was different cousins, but I was like, are they brothers?
Oh no.
They both fucked you. They were brothers.
Yeah. No, but they're my family, dude. Like, just imagine. It's like I should have known. I can't even trust my own fucking family members not to fucking screw me over.
That's heartbreaking, dude.
I will remember that till the day I die.
See, here's my thing about shinies. I didn't know what the fuck a shiny was until I was a grown ass man. So there's chances where I maybe ran into one or even caught one when I was younger. And to this day, I'll have no idea if I did or not. Like, I legit didn't know what a shiny was until I was an adult. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like probably a few years ago.
But I really like that. I really like that that like feature in Pokemon games. You can randomly find a shiny Pokemon.
Dude, now that I think about it, has the show ever even like done shinies?
Yeah, dude. This Ash's Noctowl, it was a shiny.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What series?
I forgot. But normally the Noctowl was little like highbrow things are white, I think. But his were gray. But his was some like gray. I'm pretty sure they've done other ones, like slight ones.
Yeah.
But that's the one that pops into my mind like immediately.
That's something I'm about to look into when we're done with this podcast.
Yeah, you should. Fuck, dude.
Is it your turn or my turn? I started with Pokemon, but you also ended
I'm not sure. I'm just getting mad. The more I look at this fucking Electrike picture, I'm just it's bringing up old anger inside of me.
Do you still talk to that cousin?
Yeah, not as much. I don't talk to my family too much, but I just saw him like a week ago.
Go beat the fuck out of him, like.
He just bought a house recently. I'm gonna go fucking like vandalize it and write Electrike on his fucking wall.
Fuck, man, that's funny. You still want to talk childhood games, or should we move on to the next subject?
Yeah.
You got another childhood game?
I have another childhood game, but it's gonna be one of my 3 like games that made us.
I'm gonna talk about one more childhood game because it's not gonna be in my 3.
Okay, go for it.
Mario Party 2.
Oh, dude, any Mario Party.
Any Mario Party, yes, but I'm saying 2 is the one for me. Like growing up, we owned part 1. I don't think we owned part 2, but we rented part 2 a bunch of times because part 2 is just so fucking. Part 2 is the one that ruined all the kids' hands with
In
all
Mario
the
Party?
yeah, with all the mini games where you have to fucking twist in circles the shitty analog from the N64. Like that shit broke so many analogs where they're super loose afterwards.
Dude, like, did you do it with your palm? Like, did you do it with your palm and then just
Yeah, I did it. Dude, when you're my age in that era, you did it with your palms. No gloves, no nothing. Raw
just fucking
dog.
like raw dog the shit out of that controller.
Out of the shit out of the control. I don't care if you're bleeding. I'm winning this mini game.
Like, I am winning these 10 coins at the end of this fucking round. I don't care what happens.
So this might not be a surprise to you, but I'm a Mario Party god. Like, I rarely lose in Mario Party. Especially with the newer ones, I never lose. I just never lose. I never lost a single game on the new one on the Switch.
Yeah, Ronaldo was telling me.
I'm just too good. I'm just too good. A little of like skills with a little bit of RNG. Like it's just
fucking
I'm unbeatable.
nerd. Fucking nerd. Imagine like being good at Mario Party.
But Mario Party is just the best thing ever. They're so much fun. They're highly competitive. You will hate each other. That game will make you hate. Like me and my brother got in so many fucking fights because of that game. Like so many unfinished Mario Party games because he was a scum of the earth, my brother. And we just get mad at each other. Probably it was mainly me getting mad at him, I think, because I was younger, he's older. He was probably better at them than me back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then like sometimes we play with friends, and we play with cousins whenever they came over and visited from California. And I always just feel like these fuckers ganged up on me.
Yeah.
Like even like today, you fuckers always gang up on me, and I get it, man. When you're the king,
we did that fucking once, and we were playing fucking Risk.
Of the mountain.
Shut the fuck up.
I get it. Risk. I get it,
dude. We were playing Risk, and you had the fucking world's best fucking luck.
You tried to come after the alpha dog.
Stupid how fucking lucky you were.
I get it,
and you cannot deny that.
I deny it. I was skilled. That game's about skill.
And that was strategy. So fucking stupid that I cannot believe. I'm actually looking at Risk right now, and I'm gonna fucking delete it because I never want to fucking play that game ever again. Because you got so fucking lucky that I wouldn't be surprised if you sold your fucking soul to the devil for that one Risk game because it was stupid how lucky.
World domination is not about luck; it's about strategy. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
You just made me mad. You just fucking made me mad, dude.
Mario Party is legit one of the best games ever. The only thing I hate about Mario Party is that they didn't open it up to Nintendo Party. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it would have been cool to have, but at the same time, like, it's not necessary, but it would have been cool.
Bro, Link, a Hyrule board, like that would be amazing. a Samus board, a spacey one, like.
Yeah, but like I said, it would be cool, but it's not necessary.
It's necessary. At least now that we're freaking like 10 games in.
Maybe now it would be better. But the Mario Party that I played the most was actually 6 and 7.
Oh, some of the worst ones. I think 6 is considered one of the best ones. Is it 7 or it's either 7 or 8 when they start going downhill?
I think it was 8 because 7 was still good.
Okay.
7 was still good. I still enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Whichever one had the mic is where it's considered to be going downhill.
I think that is 7.
Then that's what I've never played 7, but I know the one with the mic is considered where it started taking a turn for the worse. Maybe
it was still good, but maybe I know 8. I never played 8, but I did hear that 8 was bad. But yeah, dude, Mario Party was fucking great. I didn't even think of that. Want to know something else that I played as a kid? Since we're still talking about it, I love DDR, Dance Dance Revolution.
Dude, me and my brother and another friend of ours named Arturo were fucking obsessed with these games.
Yeah, so me and my cousins were too. Like my cousin actually bought like one of those. Like he didn't have we played upstairs, so he couldn't buy one of those metal ones.
Yeah, he bought the plastic ones.
Like he bought the ones with like the ones that had like the fucking like
The white
styrofoam,
ones.
like
Yeah.
the styrofoam like puzzle pieces on the inside.
Yeah, they were white, right?
No, his was like
Uh,
black and some other color, but
like we always had the plastic white ones, the mats.
oh dude, those things sucked ass.
Sucked ass.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times we ate shit.
And we lived upstairs in an apartment and we still used them.
Yeah.
I feel bad for our downstairs neighbor.
I can't tell you how many times after like an all day of playing and like just getting sweaty or just for like whatever reason, like you step wrong and fucking flat.
To me, my brother, and like I said, our friend Arturo would literally go to the downtown California hotel casino because they had an older DDR for it was only $0.25 to play.
Oh damn! What the fuck? That's hella cheap.
And it was always empty. There's ever only like one or two other people in there, and we'd go. I get my cardio up in that bitch, like. Like we'd be playing. I remember. I'm guessing. Did you ever play it in the arcades?
A little bit, not too much. Like,
did you see like professional players play it,
dude? And how they're like fucking grabbing onto the bar, just like smashing their fucking feet all over the place.
That's how you know they're a good player if they grab onto the bar. That was never me, but you would see these fuckers that they have one, maybe some even had two hands on the fucking bar, and that's like, oh, okay, this guy's about to tear shit up. Like,
yeah, dude, I saw it a couple times, not too many times, but the time that I did see it, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be a fucking god.
Or the ones that do the ghost notes that disappear. You ever seen that?
I don't even know what that is. I've never.
Oh, so there's ones where pretty much the note will appear at the. You know how it goes from the bottom to the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll appear for like a half second at the bottom and then disappears. And you have to just time it perfectly. And there was gods because me and my brother grew up in the arcade, so we were there every weekend. There's gods that would play these games. Like they do the invisible notes, the reverse notes. They'll do where one player plays with both mats. Like it was just wild shit that you can do in the arcade by pushing certain buttons.
The fuck, dude?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you look it up. It's fucking awesome.
What the fuck? It's just. What?
It was just flexing. They were flexing hard in the arcade. You know what I mean?
Stupid hard, dude. They're like for no fucking reason.
But I was like, damn, I want that to be me.
I was never cool enough.
I wasn't. I was not cool enough. I wasn't even cool enough to hold on to the bar while I danced.
Damn. Well, yeah, dude. Going forward with the next topic for the day. 3 games that like made us who we are today. Like 3 games that we really enjoyed that we look back at. It's like kind of molding us.
Yeah.
What's one of yours? Like, what's
so
game that you really...
2 of the ones I'm gonna talk about are games I already talked about.
Okay.
So one is Mega Man.
Mega Man, all right.
Mega Man X specifically. That game, like I said, I just fell in love with Mega Man, the character, the whole concept of it. I'm just a huge fanatic. I have like all the Mega Man games. I want to go buy the old ones in cartridge and in Japanese because the Rockman version, they look awesome. That's something I've been looking into, but it's a little pricey to do. But that's something I want to do. I have a bunch of like art books. I fucking love Mega Man. I have the replica of the Mega Man gun that lights up, makes noises. Does when you turn it off, it does the death noise. Pew, 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 pew. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Like I'm just obsessed. Mega Man is the shit. Like he's just cool. Like I said, I plan on getting probably Mega Man tattoos. Not necessarily. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I want some Mega Man tattoos.
I don't want to be that guy, dude, but I think Martin has Mega Man tattoos. So if you
Does he really?
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to change my answer.
Fuck Mega Man. Mega Man's trash.
No, but yeah, that's to me. It's just I fucking love Mega Man, dude. I'm not. Like, I already talked a lot about the games itself, but like I said, I would just play the shit out of it, especially Mega Man X on Super Nintendo. Like I'm a huge Super Nintendo kid. Like I fucking love the Super Nintendo library. I love those games. Like even when the 64 out, even when I had the PS1, PS2, I still would hook up the Super Nintendo to play it.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo was great, dude.
Dude,
I didn't have one. I didn't have one. My cousin had one, but like the games that were on there were fucking great.
So I just even loved pushing the middle button to eject the games on the Super Nintendo just to see the games pop up. Like even that I fucking love, dude.
them.
What's your first game?
My first game that I want to talk about is gonna be Destiny.
Damn, newer game too.
It's a newer game, but I invested so much time into Destiny. That's actually how me and Miguel met. We met through a mutual friend of ours, but we played Destiny together. I played Destiny so much. I actually really, when they first announced Destiny, I am absolutely loved the idea of it.
Dude, same.
And the
I was
only
all
thing
about
is,
it.
I didn't have a PlayStation 3. No, I did have a PlayStation 3. I didn't have internet at the time. I didn't have a Wi-Fi because where I was living with one of my aunts, and she was like, she just didn't want us to have internet. She didn't let us have the Wi-Fi.
Boomer.
So I couldn't play it, so I didn't buy it. When I bought it, it was the day before House of Wolves DLC came out, and I played it for literally like 10 hours straight the first day.
Damn.
Because I fucking loved it.
Dude, you're so lucky because you didn't go through the shit of early on Destiny.
Yeah, dude, I missed all the Vex Mytho class and like the
Soros regime. I was there day one. I pre-ordered that sucker like the second they announced it because I'm like, dude, Bungie's finally making another game that isn't Halo, and it sounds fucking awesome, and everything they're promising sounds so cool. And like I remember I got it and I loved it, dude. I know a lot of people are shitting on it, but I still loved it. But after a while, there was like, okay, there ain't much to do.
Yeah, dude. I think I got into it at the perfect time.
You did.
And then I'm a huge I love PvP, and not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty fucking good at PvP in Destiny. And that was like right when fucking Trials of Osiris came out, and having that every single weekend, having like an event going on where I had to put my skill and the skill of my two teammates against 9 different teams to try to go flawless and not lose a single match was so much fun. So much fun. I to this day, I have not had a game that has made me feel that side of competitive. And I've tried, I've wanted, and I've looked, but no game has made me have that like competitive nature come out as much as Destiny has. And it's a shame that they shit the bed with Destiny 2. But Destiny 1 was fucking great. I think that's one of those games that for the rest of my life I'll cherish it. As shitty as it could be, it's up there with some of the greats in my opinion.
Yeah. So from my number 2, it's Zelda. Most specifically Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. Like I said, I fucking love that game so much. Like you start out with the 3 little freaking not worlds, but like dungeons, and then you get the Master Sword. Then it opens up to all these fucking levels that you can explore. And like you see an area like, oh, that looks so cool, but you can't get to it. You know, like I have no idea how to get there. Then you go to another dungeon, you get a certain weapon, the hook, whatever it may be, the arrow. Then the more the world opens up to you. You get the gloves that let you lift up the heavy ass rocks that are blocking your way in most of the passageways.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just, I don't know, that game just blew my mind. Like it's like I remember playing as a kid, like fuck, man. Like before that, you play games like Mario where it's like same side scrolling, you're jumping. It's cool. I fucking love Mario. It's basic, you know what I mean? Mega Man, it's just 1 level per monster. It's cool, but Robot Man's master, sorry. But with Zelda, you're in one big world, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not sectioned off by level or nothing. It's like you're here, you go.
Explore.
You gotta save the princess. There's these 3 dots on your to start. There's these 3 dots on your thing. Figure it out. You go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of villages. You can talk to the people in the villages. Everyone's like has different stuff to say. It was so crazy to me back then, dude. Like as far as I'm aware, there was like nothing like that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see why. It's definitely a good pick. They have a specific. Oh no, you said which one did you say?
Link to the Past, the Super Nintendo one. Don't get me wrong, Ocarina of Time blew my fucking mind too. Fucking 3D walking around, right Epona, like that game too. But like the older I get, the more I look back on, like man, just yeah, like the Link to the Past was the best.
It was so good.
It was
It's one of those games where it's like an iconic game. It's gonna be like that game is probably like in the top of like the best games of like ever, like most influential games.
Yeah,
because it's so good. I haven't played it in such a long time, but
I play it every like couple like years, every like 2 years probably.
okay. My number two, that game that molded me, in a gaming sense, is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh,
I played Kingdom Hearts 2 before I played Kingdom Hearts 1.
sacrilege, bro.
And let me
Although
tell
Kingdom
you,
Hearts 2 is better than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Kingdom Hearts 2 was so fucking good.
It's
I grinded that game out to the like I literally couldn't do anything more than what I did.
same.
Beat everything to the fucking ground.
If PS2 had trophies, I would have had the platinum. I would have had
Yeah.
double platinum. Like,
Dude, same. That's exactly how I was. I still remember that it was just a fun game. For like a solid summer, what I would do is I would time myself beating the last level to see how fast I can beat it. Because
wow.
just because I just loved it. I loved the fighting. I loved the way everything looked.
The secret bosses.
Hold on before I go into that.
Okay.
Like I'm a huge anime fan now. Like I don't make it a secret. Like I talk about it whenever I get the chance. And I didn't know that back then, but just like the art style of the characters, like I just loved it. There's everything that I could love about a game was in that game. And then I remember after I beat the whole thing, like, and I was beating it for like I had beaten it for a while, and I was just exploring. One day I'm just exploring the fucking Hollow Bastion, I think it was called, and I stumbled upon a fucking passage, like a passage that I had never gone down to. And while I'm walking down it, I see that there's a fucking guy just standing there, and this guy has a fucking like one black wing. And mind you, this was before I played Final Fantasy. So I go and talk to this guy. I had no idea who he was.
Dude, I was hyped when I saw him.
To my fucking surprise, that it was fucking Sephiroth. And this little small encounter, like, spawned a 3-month fucking battle of maybe not 3 months, but like it felt like 3 months of every fucking day.
That fight is tough.
Like, dude, every fucking day.
Even recently, when I went through and replayed all the Kingdom Hearts in lead up to Kingdom Hearts 3, like that battle against Sephiroth is still tough, dude.
Dude, well, literally, like just every day, all day long, fighting him, trying to beat him, and I couldn't do it. I would always get him down to 1 health. But remember how in Kingdom Hearts 2, like you couldn't, to finish someone off, you had to hit him with a finisher.
Yeah.
And to hit him with the finisher, you needed to have him at least some NP left, like to complete your combo.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I would get to the end of the fight, I wouldn't have any left because I would use it. Like I would use most of it on Curaga or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And I remember just endlessly just trying to beat him. I learned like his fucking moves. I learned how to block everything, but it was just so fucking hard. I will always remember the day that I fucking beat him. I beat him in my old house in like a little room that my parents made for me. I beat him. My cousins were there. My aunt was there, but everyone was upstairs. I fucking beat him. I stood up in excitement, fucking like almost crying, yelling just like at the top of my fucking lungs about how I fucking finally beat him. I start running around the fucking house. I take off my fucking shirt. I run upstairs. I'm telling everyone. Like I dragged one of my cousins downstairs that was into not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And I drag him downstairs. I'm like, I fucking beat him. I finally fucking beat Sephiroth. 3 months of fucking fighting him every day, and I finally beat him. Even my dad was happy because at some point my dad would go and he would sit down next to me and just watch me fight him over and over and over and over and over and over again. And when I finally beat him, even my dad was happy. And that's going to be one of those moments that I will always remember. Like one of those gaming moments that I will always remember.
Yeah, dude, Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh my god, dude. It's one of my all-time favorite games of all time, dude. It's so fucking good. So, for my number one, I guess, or my third last one, is Kingdom Hearts. So that's why I didn't say too much on this one. But Kingdom Hearts 1 specific, although I think 2 is a better game, 1's just as far as like as a kid, like that game just. I remember I was reading one of the gaming magazines. I want to say it was Game Pro. It might have been EGM. It might have even been PlayStation Magazine. I don't remember, but I want to say it was Game Pro. And I remember seeing the ad for it. It's the one where they're all in front of the big yellow heart-shaped moon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much the cover of the game.
Like the box art, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember seeing it, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, Mickey, Donald, and then these characters I don't fucking know. Like, what is this? This looks awesome. And then I think in that same magazine, maybe the next month, I don't remember. I remember it had images where it was like fucking Hercules. It had images of freaking the Leon from Final Fantasy VIII. And I'm like, what the fuck is this game? I need it in my life. I'm like reading the story, and I get a mashup between Disney and Square Enix. The Final Fantasy characters meet the Disney characters. And I'm like, I was just freaking enthralled by it. Like, oh my god, I need to know everything to know about this game. Like, it was like love at first sight. Honestly, like I remember it just fucking blew my mind. Like I fucking love Disney movies. You know what I mean? I love Final Fantasy. I've always loved Final Fantasy games. And then I remember watching I think I was at my buddy's house where the trailer came out for this at E3, and he had internet. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have internet, so I went to his house and watched it. And like, I must have watched like 100 times, dude, like in a row. The music, the Kingdom Hearts music in general is just so good. But
hold on. Sanctuary from Kingdom Hearts 2. Tell me that song does not fucking slap.
Well, bro, every intro to all these games slap, but Sanctuary is a superior song in my opinion.
Dude, it's so good. I remember when I was younger, like me and my little sister, we would listen to that song on repeat for hours, dude.
Dude, I still listen to that song on repeat for hours to this day. I got all of them. Even the Kingdom Hearts 3 song is amazing.
I don't think I would listen to it on repeat, but I still listen to it every once in a while. Like when I get in the sudden like mood.
Like I listen to like fan covers. Like there's some really good fan covers out there of it too. But dude, yeah. So and I remember like I immediately went to Game Crazy, the one on Nellis and Stewart next to the Hollywood Videos by the Walmart. Mm-hmm. To pre-order it. I'm like, here's fucking $5. I need this game. And I remember slowly paying it off with like lunch money or even asking my mom for money and waiting for months. And finally, like you get the release date. The Game Crazy calls like, hey, just let you know your game will be ready to pick up tomorrow. So come on by. Make sure to bring your receipt. I'm in school and it's like driving me crazy. I'm like, I want this game right now. As soon as I get school, I fucking literally run home, get my bicycle, and pedal my ass all the way down to that Game Crazy to pick it up. And I remember I pick it up. I'm just standing outside of Game Crazy next to my bike and looking at the reflective cover and looking at the back. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I have it in my hands. I rush home and just pop it in. I must have played it all afternoon. Like it blew my fucking mind, dude.
And little did you know that what you're fucking holding there was like a life-changing experience.
Dude, exactly.
Those games are so good.
Both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 I played. Like I said, if they had trophies, I would have had like a double platinum. Like I played those games over and over and over. I beat every fucking boss. I maxed out. I got everything I could get. Like
I don't want to like suck this game's dick too hard.
Yeah, because it has its hate. I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but it was a game for me.
So good, dude. Like when I played it, it was just so fucking good. Like I don't know if it's like the nostalgia talking, but I really don't remember anything that I disliked about it. Maybe if I go back and watch it and play them now, I might be like, story's a little messy, but the actual gameplay, it is still so much fun.
So,
So much fun.
Like I said, I played all of them last year, right before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
And Kingdom Hearts 1, fit the way it plays doesn't hold up as well, but it's still a great fucking game. But Kingdom Hearts 2, fuck. They took everything that was right with the first one, carried it over, and everything that was wrong with the first one, they made it better. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 is like one of my all-time favorite games. Kingdom Hearts 1 is too, but that's more of a sentimental value than it is quality-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I remember I finally got Arnaldo to play. I've been for years, like everyone I know, at one point or another, I recommend them this series. And with 3 coming out, Arnaldo seeing each other, they got him hyped for it, and like got him to play most of them, not all of them. I'm like, dude, just power through the first one. Only play the levels you have to because there are skippable levels in all these games, so you don't have to the
Hercules stuff, like all the.
Yeah, I can tell them, like in the first one, to just try to get through it, just beat it, and then after that, it's smooth sailing because the rest of the games are amazing.
I never played like Chain of Memories, Re-Chain of Memories, 365 Days Over 2 or whatever.
So I played Chain of Memories when it came out on the Game Boy Advance, and I fucking loved it. As an adult, that game's fucking terrible. It's not good. It's just not good. I hate it. And but the other ones are great still, though. Birth by Sleep was still amazing. I played Dream Drop Distance for the first time recently, and I was still good. It's a little boring, but it's good overall because you're replaying the first game essentially.
Okay, so my number one pick, and anyone that knows me, that has talked to me, and like even slightly about video games, will know this one. And it's the Borderlands 2.
Of course.
Borderlands 2 is my all-time favorite game. No game will ever take Borderlands 2's spot. It was so much fun. It is so much fun to this day. I play it every once in a while. If you're into comedy, violence, shooting, looting, having fun, this is your fucking game.
Borderlands 2 is legit a funny game. Like legit really funny.
It's just fucking great. The main villain, Handsome Jack, is probably my favorite fucking villain out of almost anything ever. Like
I still haven't been able to get through part 3. Like it just didn't click the same way it did for me like part 2 did.
I still like it. It's still a fun game.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it just didn't click in the same way.
Yeah, I get it. It's acceptable.
Like I played part 2 a stupid amount of time also.
Dude, Borderlands 2, it is the game that I have probably put in the most hours.
More than Destiny?
Yeah, more than Destiny. Because I took multiple characters to max level.
Yeah.
I grinded out multiple of the raid bosses. Me and my little sister, we used to play split screen, and we would sit in like Barkid Valley, like a place in the game, trying to spawn in the secret raid boss, Vermivrius. Days, dude, days. Like that game is so fun, so replayable that I cannot recommend it enough. It is my favorite fucking game ever.
And it still holds up, honestly.
It is so good. I just wish more people played it.
Like the first one to me doesn't hold up that well, but the second one still holds up really well.
The first one was that one has I love that one too, but it is a little rougher around the edges.
Yeah, I mean that one it crawled so part 2 can run. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. Just part 2 is just Borderlands 2 is just so good, so good. Like I can't even begin to explain like what's so great about it. All I can say is, if you have a group of friends that you guys are looking for something to play right now during the quarantine,
you could probably get it for cheap too.
dude, you can get the Handsome Collection, which is 2 games with all the DLC, for like $15.
Like on any console, like you can get hella
Yeah.
cheap, whether it be PC, or Xbox, or PS4.
Yeah, and let me tell you that you guys will fucking play, even if you guys only do the like the like the story once, like you, even if you guys don't like redo like the story again to do it like at a harder like a harder difficulty or anything, you guys will still enjoy the ride so much, so much. I guarantee it. It is just so good. It's a shame more people don't fucking play that game. It breaks my heart. If anyone ever fucking tells me if I'm down to play that game with them, I am always down. That game is so good. Kind of want to play some Borderlands right now.
I know, right? You kind of made me want to hop back into 3. It's like give that one another shot.
Man. Fuck, dude. Now I really want to play some Borderlands, but
All right, so for our final, that was our 3 that define us. For our final topic, if you can choose one world to live in, what world would it be?
all right. So this is gonna be my my cop out answer. Like this is gonna be my cheat code,
Yeah.
which is Pokemon, of course.
Oh, I don't think that's a cheat code.
You don't think Pokemon's a cheat code?
Mine's a cheat code, and you'll see when I get to it. But go.
And when I say cheat code, it's just because it's just like, who wouldn't want to live in the Pokemon universe? Like,
Dude, I know.
just-
Well, spoilers. My answer is a cheat code, but Pokemon was my secondary answer.
oh damn, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be the other way around. This, but yeah, dude, Pokemon,
Because
of course.
when you think into, and if you take like there's a lot of cool worlds out there, but my problem is like, let's say fucking like Legend of Zelda, it's kind of a regular world unless you're Link, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like, and there are other worlds like the Mega Man world, like that's cool, but I'm not a robot, and even if I was, it's still a dangerous world. Like it's not like
I want to live a nice, happy life with like a cool added extra bonus of being able to catch Pokemon. Like, I don't want to fear for my life.
exactly like as cool as cool as worlds there is out there, like the Final Fantasy worlds. There's some really fucking badass ones, but they're dangerous. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I would have chosen Pandora, but I'm not a fucking Vault Hunter. I don't have the fucking knowledge.
Even if
like,
you were a Vault Hunter, again, you could die. There's
exactly.
no there's no respawning.
There is respawning in the game, like with the new U stations.
Yeah,
but like you could also like die. Like it just I don't know, dude. Like I just wouldn't feel comfortable being like I feel like I'd be so nervous 99% of the fucking time.
and like, and the world's cool, but how fun is it really? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like it's cool. Like if you're one of the like 4 Vault Hunters, like the story, because you're the main story. But like most of the time, the other people are getting fucking like killed, murdered, like eaten alive. Like there's
like
so many
like over here. You tell me I can come and chill with Squirtle. You know, we can just hang out. You know what I mean?
Right? Like I can just fucking catch a fucking Squirtle and just like be best friends with a fucking Squirtle for the rest of my life.
Because I would pull a Pikachu. Like I would not have these Pokemon live in Pokeballs. Like they'd be chilling out in the world with me.
Same. Same. Exactly.
The only time they go in the Pokeball is if they wanted to. Like, hey, I need some rest.
It's like, hey, dude, like, open up that fucking Pokeball, man. Like, the fucking antisocial disorder starting to fucking peak right now. Let me go back into my ball real quick.
Like, I don't think I would be a trainer. I don't think I'd be out there 10-year-old out in the world. I think I would just be at home chilling with my Pokemon.
I think I would be a trainer, but I wouldn't be like, I need to be the very best that there ever was.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I probably would be a trainer, but I wouldn't be the type like to be going around all over the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Bullying people, like, hey, let me beat the shit out of your dog. Like, I mean, your fucking Squirtle.
Because like I don't want my Squirtle to get his ass beat. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. Like it would break my fucking heart. Like I already get nervous. Like I already get like feel like shit when I'm when my dog like whimpers or like if I accidentally like. And I would just fucking imagine like purposely sending out your fucking like baby Squirtle to get into a fucking fight, and it gets fucking like hyper beamed, and you're just like, I killed you. Like, no thanks. I'm all right.
So my first answer would be Kingdom Hearts because you get to access all the Disney worlds.
I thought about that.
Only if you have a gummy ship, of course.
I thought that was actually going to be one of my choices too, but you know how fucking scary it would be at any random moment being turned into a fucking Heartless. No fucking thank you, dude. I was like, fuck that.
But most people have it pretty chill in that Kingdom Hearts world, other than Sora and them, honestly.
Not really, dude. Like they're all their fucking planets are like, just think about it. Like, think about all the people that you summon. Their worlds have been destroyed, like the Chicken Little, Lilo and Stitch.
That's true. I'm gonna
like
imagine that Sora took care of business and everything's cool now.
But you can't though. It's not even in the newest game shit it's taken care of. Like, how are you gonna be in the fucking far out future? Like,
oh man, that's funny. That's actually kind of true. I had to think about that. Like all the worlds that got swallowed up by the Heartless.
Like, just imagine how scary that is. Like, at any moment, your world can just be like, boop, there it is. You're in fucking darkness. Like, no thank you, dude. I actually thought about it, but that's no thank.
If I had a gummy ship, I'd risk it because, like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm my bad, Tarzan. But I'm gonna go hang out with Lilo and Stitch right now. While
Lilo and Stitch are dead, but like, yeah.
Well, they don't gotta fight it. I'm gonna go.
Just hop around.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Hop around like fucking deuces. Like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Like, that's Sora's problem. That's not my problem.
It's Sora's problem, not Miguel's problem.
But other than that, if I'm not doing that cheat code, it'd be Pokemon. I don't think that's a cheat code because that's one world. Like, to me, the Kingdom Hearts world is cheat code because it's pretty much all Disney worlds. You know what I mean?
I guess, but besides the death, like,
there is a lot more death in Kingdom Hearts than there is in
and
in Pokemon.
My other option would be in Destiny, as long as I was a guardian. Because even if I die, like, I come back.
But they don't seem like they have fun though. Like,
but I don't care though. Like,
the only one that has fun is Cade, and that's because he's fucking crazy.
Well, it's not like it's not.
Everyone else is depressed, dude, in that world.
What's the difference?
You fucking emo bitch.
But I don't know. I think it would just be, if I had to choose a world to live in, I think Destiny, like the Destiny universe, as long as I get to be a guardian, would be okay. Because at first I'd be horrified to die, but eventually, like, dying so many times, I'd be like, okay, like, I'm back. I don't know.
Cade doesn't come back though.
Well, it's because they destroyed his ghost.
I know.
Like, that's
a realistic Destiny. These bad guys would be destroying Ghost.
Yeah, but most of the time the ghosts hide themselves.
True.
Like, they disappear like the moment they get into a fight. And this one just got sniped from far away.
I wouldn't want to live in that world. It's too depressing. It's too sad. It's too. At least in our world, there's some happiness.
I guess. I don't know. I just thought maybe it would be cool to be in the Destiny world.
It'd be cool to visit that world. I wouldn't want to live in that world.
And your gummy ship or what?
Exactly. I'd visit Destiny Island there's already a Destiny Island, but
oh yeah, there is, huh?
Fuck. That's it for me. Like the Mario world, like, fucking Bowser's always fucking shit up, and no one's ever ever taking care of him.
What the fuck are we gonna do in the Mario's world? Like, why the fuck would I want to go to Yoshi's Island just to get bullied by dinosaurs and turtles? No fucking thank you, dude. I am okay. Like, no thanks.
And this fucking Bowser guy's always fucking shit up, and the Mario won't take care of him.
And then fucking Mario's getting cucked by him. Like,
seriously,
no thanks, dude. I don't want to. That's not mine. That's not my place. Anything else? Like, any other, like, big, like, video game?
I'm trying to think.
I don't really. I'm having a brain fart right now, dude. Like,
you know what's the only benefit of living in Mario's world?
What happened?
Is that you might get invited to their parties. You know what I mean? The Mario parties. Because technically,
fucking playing Mario Party makes me want to already kill someone. Do you really think I want to fucking partake in the actual fucking mini games?
They go freaking the Mario World. Actually, when I think about it, it's not that bad. They play soccer, they play baseball, they fucking
Dude,
they race.
I don't think you're remembering the games how I remember them. Like you're not thinking about them realistically.
They go to the Olympics.
Just listen to how they play soccer. They play normal soccer here and there, but when they had the fucking star power and fucking Mario decides to be a fucking asshole and decides to do that fucking fireball kick, no fucking thank you. I do not want to be on the other side of that.
I mean, I'll go to the bench as soon as that happens.
Same thing with fucking baseball. Why the fuck would I want Bowser to fucking throw a rocket at me instead of pitching the normal ball? Why? Same thing with fucking Mario Kart. You know how many fucking times they fall? They fucking race in space, dude. You really want to be part of that?
No one dies in the Mario world.
But I'm just saying, realistically, like that's
And then if you get lucky, you get invited to the Super Smash Bros. And you get to beat the shit out of people.
Or get your shit beaten out of, dude.
That's true too.
I'm okay. I don't want to live there.
I can live in Kirby's world. That world's super chill, bro. You just chill. Trees can talk.
It's not always chill. Like
you eat fruit all the time.
King DDD is just a fucking asshole. Like just to be an asshole.
That's true. He's an asshole.
I can't really remember any other video games that the worlds I wouldn't mind living in.
I know, right? Pokemon's like the go-to answer.
I think Pokemon is the go-to answer.
That world would be amazing.
It would. I would love to fucking chill with them.
And there's cheat codes. There's other cheat codes. Like, oh, there's a My Hero video game. There's a one, but I don't think those count.
Yeah, no, those don't count. Like even then, like I don't think I would want to live in the My Hero video game, like
because all they do is fight in that game.
Exactly. And Pokemon, like they can just chill out and relax.
Seriously, like I think Pokemon's the perfect answer.
I think it is. I think it's because just imagine, dude. Like, imagine you just being home, like me, dude. I would be chilling with my fucking Munchlax or my fucking Snorlax, depending on like.
Snorlax too big. You have to be outside with Snorlax.
I don't, dude. It's a fucking Snorlax. You really think I care?
But Munchlax, man, you can just be chilling in your room, just grubbing.
Dude, I would be fucking sitting on my fucking kitchen like counter over there with my fucking my Munchlax eating canes. You know how fucking happy I would be? I would fucking die from like a fucking heart attack after like a year. But you know how happy I would be for that year?
There wouldn't be no raising canes because you're in the Pokemon world. You're not bringing Pokemon to this world.
Shut up.
But I'm sure they have good food in there too, though.
whatever the fucking case is, dude. Like, it would be fucking perfect. I wouldn't want any more than that.
What's the equivalent to a chicken in the Pokemon world?
I was gonna say Delibird, but no. A Torchic.
Fire up a Torchic.
Right, just fucking fry a Torchic.
Fucked up.
Like, let's get off this topic before we fucking get PETA on our ass.
All right, I think that's it for this week. You got anything else?
Nah, I think that's everything. I think I've said everything I wanted to say today.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
Peace out, you guys.